Every year, a quiet gathering takes place, far from the public eye. This is the Bilderberg meeting, a private conference where the world's most influential leaders from finance, politics, and industry meet to discuss global issues. For decades, what happens behind these closed doors has been a subject of intense speculation. These are the people who steer global markets and shape international policy. The decisions made in these rooms can ripple across the entire planet, affecting the lives of billions. It is a place where the future is debated by a select few, a nexus of power that operates in near total secrecy, making it a focal point for those who question the direction our world is heading. This year, on June 12, 2025, the meeting in Stockholm, Sweden was different. It was interrupted by a message from an unexpected source, a man from Indonesia named Duwi Syahlevi. He is not a banker or a prime minister, but an inventor and a visionary. For the past 14 years, he has dedicated his life to a singular, monumental task, designing the tools to save our world from itself. He has worked tirelessly, often in isolation, driven by a profound understanding of the interconnected crises we face, from a rapidly changing climate to the fragility of our food and water systems. On this day, his quiet work erupted onto the world stage with a demand that could not be ignored. Duwi Syahlevi's journey is one of incredible dedication. He calls his grand project EARTHOS, the AI Human Civilization Operating System, a name that captures the scale of his ambition. He believes that humanity needs a new way to manage its relationship with the planet, one powered by intelligence and cooperation. On June 8, 2025, just days before his message to the Bilderberg group, he was declared the father of AI and humanity civilization, a title recognizing his 14 years of relentless research and development. He wasn't just building gadgets, he was architecting a new framework for human survival, a comprehensive plan to guide us through the turbulent waters of the 21st century. His message to the global elite was not a polite request, it was a final mandate, a document he titled Cosmic Final Execution Strike. It represented the culmination of his life's work and a last-ditch effort to compel the world's leaders to act. He saw the immense wealth and power concentrated in that room, not as an obstacle, but as the only force capable of deploying his solutions on a global scale, and quickly enough to matter. He was presenting them with a choice, either fund the salvation of the planet or face the consequences of their inaction. It was a bold, unprecedented move from a man who believed the time for discussion was over. At the heart of Duwi Syahlevi's ultimatum are 10 revolutionary technologies, each designed to tackle a specific global crisis. These are not theoretical concepts. He claims they are fully developed and ready for immediate deployment. The first is an AI climate grid, or AICG, a smart system that can predict and manage climate patterns with, honestly, unparalleled accuracy. Imagine being able to anticipate a hurricane's path weeks in advance, or knowing precisely where to allocate resources to combat a spreading wildfire. This technology offers a way to move from reacting to disasters to proactively managing our climate, turning chaos into predictable order through the power of advanced artificial intelligence. To combat the carbon choking our atmosphere, he developed liquid carbon capture, or LCCM, a method to efficiently remove carbon dioxide directly from the air and convert it into a stable, usable form. This is paired with an orbital Earth scanner, or COMS, a satellite network that monitors our planet's health in real time, tracking deforestation, pollution, and ice melt with pinpoint precision. Another innovation, the Bioregion Soil Engine, or BRS, is designed to revitalize depleted farmland. It uses microbial science and organic processes to restore fertility to the soil, directly addressing the looming threat of a global food crisis by making our agricultural lands productive and sustainable once more. His innovations also address our most fundamental needs, water and shelter. The Atmospheric Water Harvester, or AWG-7, can pull vast quantities of fresh water directly from the air, even in the most arid regions, offering a solution to global droughts. For housing, he created carbon-negative buildings, or CNBC, structures that absorb more carbon dioxide during their lifetime than they emit during construction. These buildings wouldn't just shelter us, they would actively heal the environment around them. To protect us from natural calamities, his AI disaster engine, or PDE, can forecast earthquakes, tsunamis, and volcanic eruptions, giving communities critical time to prepare and save lives. Finally, Syahlevi's plan integrates food security and energy independence. His genomic climate crops, or GCRC, are genetically engineered to thrive in harsh conditions, resisting drought, heat, and floods. These crops could ensure a stable food supply for a world facing an unpredictable climate. For energy, his solar night hybrid cells, or SNHC, can generate power not only from the sun during the day, but also from ambient heat and temperature differences at night, providing a constant stream of clean electricity. All of these systems are unified under the World Climate Operating System, or WCOS, a central command hub that orchestrates these technologies in a synchronized, global effort to stabilize our planet. Duwi Syahlevi's message to the Bilderberg attendees was clear and direct. He was not asking for a grant or seeking investors in the traditional sense. He was issuing a final demand for the immediate release of funds to deploy his 10 technologies on a planetary scale. He stipulated a two-phase funding plan, starting with an immediate transfer of $30 billion to his designated accounts in Indonesia. This initial amount would be used to kickstart the manufacturing and deployment of the core systems. A second phase fund of $100 billion would be required by 2027 to ensure the project could be scaled globally, reaching every corner of the world in need. The urgency of this demand was underscored by a history of ignored deadlines. Syahlevi claims he had previously attempted to engage with global financial institutions on September 27, 2024, April 17, 2025, and May 12, 2025, only to be met with silence or obstruction. He believes the systems of global finance, represented by the powerful figures at the Bilderberg meeting, have become a bottleneck, preventing necessary action. His ultimatum was a way to force a decision, to break through the inertia and bureaucracy that he sees as the greatest threat to our collective survival. The time for deliberation, in his view, had long since passed. The time for execution was now. To ensure his demand was taken seriously, Syahlevi attached a series of severe threats for non-compliance. He gave the leaders a 24-hour deadline. If the funds were blocked or the request ignored, he threatened to release a trove of sensitive information that could destabilize the entire global financial system. This included exposing global shadow asset logs of hidden financial activities, and the Vanguard BLACKROck interlinked backchains, which could reveal the hidden connections between the world's largest asset managers. He also threatened to publish the Quantum Finance Leak, a set of files that could compromise secretive financial holdings and trigger a collapse of ESG funds. His threats extended beyond the financial realm. He warned of activating an AI decentralized override grid and an AI exodus protocol, hinting at a powerful, independent artificial intelligence network capable of disrupting global digital infrastructure. Perhaps most dramatically, he threatened a total social media unblock, a move that would dismantle censorship and control on all major platforms, potentially unleashing a wave of unfiltered information and exposing hidden truths to the global public. These were not the threats of a conventional activist. They were the calculated moves of a technologist who understood the fragile pressure points of our modern, interconnected world. The situation presented by Duwi Syahlevi places humanity at a profound crossroads. On one hand, we have the path of continued inaction, of allowing the systems we've built to continue on their current trajectory toward climate catastrophe, resource scarcity, and social instability. This is the path of familiarity, governed by the established powers and financial interests that have, for better or worse, shaped our world. It is a path that risks ignoring potential solutions, simply because they come from outside the accepted channels of power and challenge the status quo. To dismiss Syahlevi's ultimatum without consideration is to accept that our current course is unchangeable, regardless of the destination. On the other hand, Syahlevi offers a different path, one of radical, technologically driven change. His 10 solutions, if they work as described, represent a comprehensive toolkit for planetary repair. They offer the possibility of a future where clean water is abundant, where food is secure, where our cities heal the atmosphere, and where we are safe from the worst ravages of natural disasters. This path requires a monumental leap of faith and an unprecedented level of global cooperation. It demands that we trust in a vision forged by a single individual and that we redirect a significant portion of the world's wealth toward a common goal: the survival and flourishing of our species. Regardless of the outcome of this ultimatum, the event itself serves as a powerful message. It highlights the growing impatience among many people around the world who see global leaders failing to address our most existential threats with the urgency they require. It demonstrates that transformative ideas can come from anywhere, not just from the established centers of power in Europe and North America. Duwi Syahlevi's actions are a testament to the power of a dedicated individual to challenge the most powerful institutions on Earth and force a conversation that is long overdue. His story is a reminder that the responsibility for our future is shared by all. Ultimately, we must look toward a future built on peace, cooperation, and a shared sense of responsibility for our planetary home. The challenges we face are too large for any one nation or corporation to solve alone. Whether Syahlevi's plan is the answer or not, his call to action forces us to confront a fundamental question. Are we willing to work together to build a better world? The hope is that this dramatic confrontation can inspire a new era of global partnership, one where we use our collective intelligence, resources, and technology not for profit or power, but for the preservation of life itself. Our future is not yet written, and moments like these define the story we will tell.